Sulekha Devi, Munita, Mamta, 3 different women representing what is happening with countless women all over the country and reflecting India's poor position on the Gender Development Index rankings. What is heartening is that a large number of civil society organizations have been working on women's issues all over the country. But the situation at the grassroots level has not changed much. That is because the groups are fragmented. They speak in different voices, and they do not have the capacity to lobby forcefully and influence policies.
I think it was the realization that the women's movement has brought so many issues into the public mind, but we were not getting anywhere. So we need a platform to carry our demands to Parliament, to the legislature, to create the right kind of laws like the Domestic Violence Act, and to create the political will to support women's programs and give us a fair share of the budget.
It was important to create a platform on which all the women's organizations, NGOs and grassroots organizations can come together and lobby with the Parliament about the issues that they prioritize, that they think are important. There was need for a collective, strong voice which can then negotiate in favor of women with Parliament and state legislatures, and that is why Women Power Connect was formed.
Counterpart International, under the Garima program funded by USAID, decided to fund WPC as it is the only collective which can take the issues of women from the poor and the marginalized section to the Parliament.
WPC, or Women Power Connect, was formed in 2005. It is a national level advocacy organization and the first of its kind in Asia. Currently, it has a membership base of over 1,300 consisting of women's groups, academic institutions, women leaders and concerned individuals.
We work at different levels. One is, if we do not have a policy on a certain issue, then we lobby for a policy. And if there is a policy and no legislation, we work for a legislation. If we want a change in legislation, then we work towards it. Then once we have all this, to see how it is implemented on the ground.
So how does WPC function? Its members articulate the needs of women, many of them marginalized. WPC then works with legislators, government officials, civil society and the media to formulate gender-sensitive policies and laws.
By and large, the Northeast has always been looked as a region of conflict, rather than a region where human trafficking is also an issue of concern. Now, WPC as an organization being a national level, the collaboration that Impulse NGO Network has managed to wave through with them is to have this constant dialogue with the government, national meeting and consultation, where voices of the Northeast or the issue pertaining to human trafficking has been brought forward.
WPC also helps to create the social pressure for the passage of gender-balanced laws and policies. It thus acts as a link between the grassroots efforts and the national legislative outcomes.
The most important achievement immediately after the formation of WPC was the bringing the women's groups and organization, National Commission for Women and parliamentarians together to agree on domestic violence bill. Immediately after our consultation, the bill was proposed in the Parliament and it was passed.
Currently, WPC's priority areas are the effective implementation of the Domestic Violence Act, gender-responsive budgeting, addressing the declining child-sex ratio, addressing human trafficking, passage of the Sexual Harassment at the Workplace Bill, and the Women's Representation Bill.
No democracy can sustain itself if half of its population is not part of the governance. WPC, when it was formed from across the country, 33% representation for women was put as the first priority agenda. We have left no stone unturned. We have done dharnas, demonstrations, rallies. We have organized meetings in every nook and corner, in small villages and district towns to really start building the pressure and mobilize women to lobby with the Parliament to get the bill passed. We are organizing dialogue between the women's organization representatives, NGO representatives, and also parliamentarians.
Apart from advocacy at the national level, Women Power Connect also works to strengthen the capacity of WPC members to take up gender issues at the state and regional levels. Organizations do this by building coalitions and networks.
जब हम एक कलेक्टिव में आते हैं तो ऑब्जेक्टिविटी बढ़ती है, हमारा देखने का नज़रिया थोड़ा लार्जर लेवल पर जाता है और एक दूसरे की जो नॉलेज और जो शेयरिंग है उससे हम लोग नए ऑल्टरनेट्स निकाल पाते हैं.
In Bihar, for instance, 172 NGOs in 32 districts have forged an alliance on the issues of child marriage, domestic violence, and sex-selective abortions.
हमारी संस्था ग्रामीण स्तर पर, पंचायत स्तर पर और प्रखंड स्तर पर काम करती थी. नेटवर्क निर्माण के बाद हम लोगों ने कई प्रखंडों में हस्तक्षेप किया और इसको जिला स्तर पर एक आंदोलन के रूप में हम लोगों ने इसको विकसित किया है.
हमारी आवाज़ अभी कुंठित होकर रह जाती थी, शहरों देहात तक ही, शहरों तक पहुंची, फिर कम्युनिटी में पहुंचा, राज्य स्तर पर जाकर रुक जाती थी. लेकिन हमें ज़रूरत थी कि हिंदुस्तान के उस पार्लियामेंट में हमारी आवाज़ गूंजे, वहाँ के तख्त व ताज को हिला दे महिलाओं की सशक्तिकरण की बात. तो वो पहुँचाने के लिए हमें ज़रूरत थी कोई ऐसी सशक्त संस्था की जो हमें साथ दे सके, और इसमें हमें साथ वीमेन पावर कनेक्ट ने दिया.
The networking created by WPC has empowered fragmented groups. And because they are on a common platform and constantly sharing experiences, their strategies have become more diverse. In Bihar, NGOs have enabled people set up community-based groups which have successfully prevented child marriages as well as sex-selective abortions. In Rajasthan, women who have faced domestic violence are being trained as paralegals to assist other women who want to seek redressal under the Domestic Violence Act. And in the same state, an NGO has established women's counseling and support centers for victims of domestic violence. Meanwhile, the state governments too have started discovering the benefits of WPC networks.
सरकार बगैर किसी संस्था के, गैर सरकारी संस्था के किसी काम को करने में जनमानस से उतना जुड़ नहीं पाती है. इसलिए इस संस्था का सबसे बड़ा सहयोग यही है कि इनका जो विस्तृत नेटवर्क है उसके माध्यम से हमें सूचनाएं भी प्राप्त होती हैं और तदनुरूप हम कार्य भी कर पाते हैं.
As it so happens, the state government in Bihar has incorporated WPC's efforts at arresting the declining sex ratio. The Bitiya Bachao Andolan is now an integral part of the government's health fairs. WPC also conducts advocacy training sessions that demystify the legislative process and builds the capacity of its members and partner organizations to be successful advocates at the state and the regional levels.
We gave awareness training programs on the various legislations because legal literacy was found to be lacking among the women, and because of this legal awareness they were able to understand what are the provisions under the law, and that has empowered them to work more efficiently in the field related to the implementation of these acts.
WPC's training manual, translating their experiences into policy recommendations, is now used by women's organizations all over the country.
सरकार के साथ महिलाओं के मुद्दे पर एडवोकेसी करने के लिए जाते हैं तो हमारे साथ फैक्ट फाइंडिंग होने चाहिए होते हैं. जेंडर बजटिंग की जब हम बात करने गए थे तो हमारे फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर ने कहा था कि आप किस जेंडर बजटिंग की बात करते हैं, अगर स्कूल है तो स्कूल में लड़के भी पढ़ रहे हैं, लड़कियां भी पढ़ रही, तो वो क्या लड़कियों के लिए नहीं है. तो उनको ये समझाना कि जेंडर बजटिंग क्या है, ये हमको समझाना पड़ता है, और ये हमें WPC के सहयोग से मिला और हम इसको इम्प्लीमेंट करवा सकें. बिहार में 13 डिपार्टमेंट जो महिलाओं से जुड़े हुए डिपार्टमेंट है उसमें ऐसा लागू हुआ कि केवल महिलाएं ही बजट बनाएगी ताकि वो बिल्कुल पूरी तरह से जेंडर बजटिंग को फॉलो किया जा सके.
What is also significant is that lobbying is taking place not only at the state and regional levels but also at the village level.
जेंडर बस्टिंग ते, डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस एक्ट ते, ਫਿਰ ਜੈਂਡਰ ਮੇਨ ਸਟ੍ਰੀਮਿੰਗ ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸਾਡੀਆਂ ਵਰਕਸ਼ਾਪਸ ਲਗਾਈਆਂ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਸਾਡੀ ਇੰਨੀ ਨੌਲੇਜ ਵਧੀ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਪਿੰਡਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਬੀਬੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ, ਮਹਿਲਾਵਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਜੈਂਡਰ ਬਸਟਿੰਗ ਬਾਰੇ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਲਈ ਇੱਕ ਸੌਗਾਤ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ। ਤੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਮਹਿਲਾਵਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਰਪੰਚ ਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛੋ ਕਿ ਮਹਿਲਾਵਾਂ ਲਈ ਵੀ ਕੋਈ ਬਜਟ ਹੈਗਾ ਪਿੰਡ 'ਚ।
If grassroots level organizations are becoming effective advocates, it is because WPC has built their capacities to conduct quality research. This has allowed the network to generate reliable data from the ground level.
और जो भी घटनाएं या क्या स्थितियाँ, ट्रेंड्स या पैटर्न्स निकल के आ रहे हैं, उनको हम देखने समझने के लिए हम कुछ रिसर्च करते आ रहे हैं। जैसे हमने ये किया है और इसको हमने WPC के साथ शेयर किया है कि हमने इन स्थितियों को डील करने के लिए क्या क्या रणनीतियाँ अपनाई है, और ये रणनीतियाँ लार्जर लेवल पे हम ज़्यादा लोगों के साथ शेयर कर पाएँ ताकि लोग अपने क्षेत्र में भी उसको काम में ले सकें। यदि और उनकी कोई अंडरस्टैंडिंग है तो म्यूचुअली हम आपस में शेयर कर सकें।
Whenever we take up any advocacy, research is an integrated component of that. Unless you have information and well-researched paper, or at least your arguments for a particular case, you will not be able to do advocacy effectively.
What has emerged then is a vibrant network for the flow of information. This has now started to play an important role in creating a gender-just society.
Only horizontal connection is not enough, which women's movement called networking, but we also needed the vertical connection. So women's group in the village or tehsil, they also need to interact with the parliamentarians and the ministers and elected representatives and the bureaucracy and criminal justice system and all apex bodies of decision making. We needed to reach out, and Women Power Connect provided that democratic platform with lot of ideological tolerance, so women from various streams could come together for a common agenda.
So the most important role of WPC has been to create this backward forward linkages, you know, bringing the issues of women's organizations sitting far like Itanagar in Arunachal or Imphal or Chennai in Tamil Nadu or wherever in the country or Punjab. The whole grassroots women's voices are brought by us to the state capitals and national capital, and also when the decisions are being made or any policy has been formed, we bring them back to the women. So this is very important role the WPC has been playing.
पहले हम जहाँ बाल विवाह होता था उसके लिए समझाइश करते थे और जाकर के कोशिश करते थे कि वो नहीं करें। माता पिता को भी जाके समझाते थे, बच्चों को भी कुछ बच्चे तो ऐसे थे जो उनसे अगर आप बात भी करो तो कोई फ़ायदा नहीं है, लेकिन माता पिता उनके रिश्तेदारों को, बच्चों के रिश्तेदारों को उनको समझाते थे और वो बात वहीं ख़त्म हो जाती थी। लेकिन अब इसके अंदर एक निरंतरता आई है, हम बराबर बढ़ रहे हैं आगे, बराबर खोज कर रहे हैं और देख रहे हैं कि इसके अंदर क्या खामियां हैं, ताकि वो हम सामने लाएं सरकार के, और सरकार के ऊपर हम प्रेशर बिल्डअप करें ताकि वो इस खामियों को दूर करे और इन बच्चों की ज़िंदगी बच सके, ये अपराध बंद हो जाए।
Such linkages created by WPC are ensuring that gender-friendly legislations benefit those they are intended for. Take the case of the new Domestic Violence Act. There are problems in its implementation, and WPC networks are playing an important role in communicating them to the government.
इस एक्ट के एग्जीक्यूशन में कई तरह की दिक्कतें महिलाओं को आ रही हैं और सरकार उन पे बजट कितना दे रही है, नहीं दे रही है, क्योंकि जब तक बजट नहीं होंगे तब तक क्रियान्वयन ठीक से नहीं होंगे। तो WPC के मार्फत हम लोग स्टेट बजट्स को लेके, नेशनल बजट्स को लेके, एग्जीक्यूशन से आ रही प्रॉब्लम्स को लेके, इनमें हम लोग यहाँ के इनपुट वहाँ पे देते रहे हैं और उससे स्टेट ने कुछ कदम उठाए हैं, खास तौर से एलोकेशन ऑफ बजट्स को लेके, सर्विस प्रोवाइडर्स की अपॉइंटमेंट्स को लेके, तो ये एक बड़ा फ़ायदा है।
And I think, you know, the changes that has happened in the ICPS is also a result of this. You know, ICPS is a integrated child protection scheme of the government, and the government is talking quite a lot about it. I think, you know, all these little things that has been done regionally and also centrally, and, you know, number of partners of WPC, they have done those kinds of activities. I think that has brought a lot of change.
Meanwhile, Munita, who was forced to get married at 10, has become a vocal member of a youth group campaigning against child marriage. Mamta, a victim of domestic violence, has filed charges against her husband using the Domestic Violence Act. And Sulekha Devi, who was going to abort her daughter, has now decided to continue with her pregnancy thanks to the convincing power of a local women's group. Munita, Mamta, Sulekha Devi, 3 different women representing what could well be the future for countless women all over the country.